Hello everyone, welcome to our channel. In this video, we are going to see chapter 1, chemical reactions and equations. So, what is a chemical reaction? So, in our day-to-day life, we have seen many activities like plants preparing their own food by photosynthesis, we can say, and iron particles when they are exposed to humid temperature, they turn reddish brown, and food we cook and the food that get digested in our body, and burning of wood in a campfire. So all these are examples of a chemical reaction. In these situations, what is happening is the nature and the identity of the initial substance has somewhat changed. It is changing. That is the process by which new substance with new properties are formed are called chemical reaction. So we can say an example of hydrogen and oxygen, they react each other and they form a water molecule. So here hydrogen and oxygen, they react each other. So this is different, and as a result we get a new product and with new properties. So we call them as a chemical reaction. So a chemical reaction is formed as a result of a chemical change. It is not formed as a result of a physical change, but a chemical reaction is occurred because of a chemical change. So what are all the differences between a physical change and a chemical change? So physical change and chemical change, these differences we have already seen in our smaller classes. So first point, in the physical change, no new substance will be formed. No new substance is formed. And in the chemical change, we know that just now we saw, so a new substance is formed. The second point, in the physical change, the changes are reversible. Changes are reversible. But in the chemical change, the changes are normally they are not reversible. So the changes are irreversible. So here we can say an example like ice melting into water. It is a physical change. So ice and water are chemically what? They are same. It is H2O. Both are H2O. Ice and water. Both are chemically they call H2O. So we can convert ice to water and vice versa. That is, we can convert water into ice also. So this is a physical change. But when we take a paper and burn it, it turns into black ashes. We call them as what? We call them as carbon. So this change cannot be reversed back, that is, we cannot get paper again. So hence it is called as a chemical change. So we can write example as burning of paper. So these are the points that we need to know about physical change and chemical change. So now we are going to see activity 1.1. So in this activity we can see how a chemical reaction is taking place. In this activity, they have taken magnesium ribbon and they are cleaning it by rubbing with a sandpaper. They have taken 3 to 4 centimeter long magnesium ribbon. So after cleaning it, what they have done is they have hold it with using pair of tongs, and here they have marked the tongs and they are showing it in the burner. That is, they are burning this magnesium ribbon. So what will happen is this magnesium ribbon, it will burn with a dazzling white flame, and we will get a white powder formed, and this white powder is collected in a watch glass. You can see in the picture that there is white powder in the watch glass, and this white powder is called as magnesium oxide. So what is called the magnesium oxide? So magnesium plus oxygen, they react with each other and form magnesium oxide. You can ask, where is this oxygen from? So this oxygen is from the atmosphere. So here the magnesium and the oxygen are the reactants. They both react each other and they form what? Magnesium oxide. So Mg plus O2 gives MgO, but we have to balance it, so we will get 2 MgO and 2 Mg. So magnesium plus oxygen, we will get magnesium oxide, and it is formed by the reaction between the magnesium ribbon and the oxygen present in the air. So this is what the first experiment, and now we can see the activity 1.2. So in the activity 1.2, they have given lead nitrate solution in a test tube and potassium iodide solution in a test tube. They have taken these two solutions and they have mixed it. That is, they are adding potassium iodide solution to lead nitrate solution. Both these solutions are colorless. So both these solutions are colorless. So when they react each other, they form an yellow precipitate called lead iodide. So this is the chemical equation for the above activity, that is activity 1.2. So this is lead nitrate and this is potassium iodide. They both react and they form lead iodide, and the yellow precipitate is because of this lead iodide, and potassium nitrate is formed. So this is how the reaction takes place. Now we can see the activity 1.3. So in the activity 1.3, they have taken zinc granules in a conical flask. Here you can see the diagram. They have taken zinc granules in a conical flask or a test tube. So they have added dilute hydrochloric acid or sulfuric acid to this. So they are adding sulfuric acid to this zinc granules taken in a conical flask. So you can see there is some changes in the temperature. So the conical flask becomes warm and bubble starts coming out from these zinc granules. So here we can see the chemical reaction as, so zinc plus HCl, we will get zinc chloride plus H2 and plus heat. So when zinc react with hydrochloric acid, we get zinc chloride and hydrogen gas. We have seen here they have given hydrogen gas coming out and the heat is produced. So heat is produced means the flask is getting warm. So they have asked, what do you observe? And we can say here air bubble starts coming out from the granules and the conical flask becomes warm. So here we can write two equations, that zinc react with HCl and form zinc chloride and hydrogen gas, and when zinc react with H2SO4, that is sulfuric acid, we get zinc sulfate ZnSO4 plus H2, and we need to balance these two equations. So here we get 2 HCl and here 2 H2SO4 and 2 H2. In both the reactions, we get hydrogen gas evolved and heat is produced. That is, the conical flask or the test tube, whichever we are using, will get warm. And when heat is produced in a reaction, we call that reaction as a exothermic reaction. So these reactions in detail we will see in the next videos, and the balancing equations also clearly we will see in the next video. I have just balanced it and written, but in the next video we will see clearly how to balance a chemical equation. The next topic, the chemical equations, we can see in the next video. Thank you.